Hi YouTube friends, welcome back to another fun video. Today we're introducing the Marantz 2265B AM/FM stereo receiver, a vintage classic, well-built, high-quality stereo from the late 70s, probably 1978, 1979, that this was introduced from Marantz, built in Japan, however designed by Marantz in the USA, 78, 79. It's 65 watts per channel, and it's really well built. Like I said, they don't make these anymore with the high quality aluminum front panel and the aluminum knobs that look like they were lathed or milled. Steel chassis, heavy, real well built, high quality. Not plastic like you see today. This is really a very nice piece of stereo equipment. So let's go ahead and fire it up so you can see what the dial looks like. There it is. Beautifully. Beautiful aesthetics. It's just a real nice piece of electronics. Picked this up on eBay a couple of years ago, and what I did was I replaced the dial lamps. Not the original. The original were incandescent. These are LED lamps. They're not like the original color. They're off, but it's a better compromise than the original. The original incandescents were dull, washed out, and especially the diffuser was the original diffuser I tore out. It's made of like a paper material. I guess when it comes from the factory it's supposed to be white. In this case it was brown, like a brown paper bag due to the age, and it was peeling off, and it was a terrible color effect. It was a washed, the dial was like a washed out green seaweed looking awful dull color. So I replaced the diffuser screen behind the dial. Also, it was a tedious job. I had to remove the old glue that was stuck on there, and I replaced it with one layer of vellum. Some of the guys on the forum say to use 2 layers to alleviate the flashlight or star effect from the lamps, but 1 layer was enough for me. It's nice and bright. It's a brighter blue. It's not like the original Marantz blue that it's supposed to be, but it's a much better compromise. And it's well worth it. So if you have one of these old Marantz, I suggest replacing it with LEDs. It's not going to be original, but it's a much brighter color and clearer and brighter. And replace the diffuser also. If you have any questions, you could shoot me an email, or you could go on the forums too. There's plenty of forums that tell you how to do it as well. So this is 65 watts per channel, and it's got a whole bunch of features on it. It's a midline Marantz, not the top of the line, but you can see that it's got the dual meters for the FM AM radio, the signal strength, and the tuning, which I like. It's got a selector switch that's got auxiliary 2 phono inputs, AM FM, and a 25 microsecond de-emphasis, which they don't use anymore. Back then that was used by radio stations transmitting with that feature for a clearer, distortion free sound. It's got a tone mode, which is like a selectable turnover for different frequencies, and it really works. It gives a nice effect. And we got of course the famous Marantz bass mid treble, and we got a balance, a volume, and of course the infamous Marantz gyro touch tuning. And on the top we have 2 speakers, loudness, high and low filters, and we got FM muting, a mono switch, tape monitors, 2 tape monitors, and dubbing also, and a stereo beacon. And the indicator lights on the top of the dial right here, which I like. Red LEDs indicate the function, AM, FM, phono, and we're getting a pretty good signal strength just using a Turk antenna, and its signals are pretty good. It's got a very good FM tuning section and AM tuning section. Another thing that I noticed, there must have been 2 production runs on these Marantzes in this series, because as you can see on the top, on the indicator lights, I've seen some models in this series where those indicator lights, the nomenclature is blue, and some are white. And in this case, mine are white. I think mine was a later run. But anyway, if you find one of these on eBay or at a garage sale, I'd pick one up. They're well worth it. They don't make them like this anymore. Clean it up, deox it, and clean the switches. I never even replace the caps on this or anything, and it sounds great. I imagine if I do that on another project, it'll sound phenomenal. Well, there you have it. The Marantz 2265B, vintage, classic, highly collectible stereo receiver. Thanks for coming by to take a look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And we'll see you again real soon on another fun video.